Hello guys, thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. As above, so below. We're talking about Venusian, no, actually talking about Mars energy. Thank you so much guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. As you're being notified that Apostle Ely is live, I want to say hello and salutation to each and every one of you guys. Assalamu alaikum, Grand Rising. What's up, Minister Mario, son of Ochosi, Brazo Forte? Thank you for being with us on this absolutely powerful day. Mars energy, vitality. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Yes, this is not a costume. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be exceedingly glad. To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time in my live, my name is Apostle Ely. I am the apostle, the pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. My beliefs are deeply rooted in African tradition. Good evening to you as well. What's up there, Mama Susan, Gemini? We got Karen O'Brien, Gemini, and we got Latadra Walker. How you doing there? That Taurus in the house. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. I got to get Minister Mario to check that, but they won't let me go live on Facebook like that. But we're going to figure out. But we got TikTok, Instagram. Also, we got YouTube. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for sharing these lives. If this is your first time in my live, sir, man, please post your zodiac sign and where you're from. I love to know my listening audience from which I'm speaking with. Guys, if this is your first time as well, I teach universal laws. And let me get ready for my Christian buddies, because you know they like to come in my live. These are the cards that I read from. These are the 72 names of God. 72 names of God. Technology of the soul. Yes, this is an opera. This is a good night. What's up, St. Gemini? What's up, sweetheart? We got Scorpio from California. You out there where my son is. Then we got Aquarius from Houston. Is that Houston, Texas? All right, Chief. Is that Chief Sagittarius? Thank you for being with us. Or is that Kai? Chi or Kai? Kai from Sagittarius. All right, guys. We got, what's up there? Bo, what's up? My Pisces. Thank you so much. Then we got Capricorn from Illinois. We got Cleveland, Florida. No, that's Groveland, Florida. Okay, Libra, I see you. Yeah, okay, use Houston, Texas. Okay, good. All right, make sure you guys on my YouTube channel. If you guys have not joined my Patreon, it's only $5 a month. There is a host of information in there. All right, I am flipping these cards, but I'm excited about being here with y'all. And no, I'm not dressed up for Halloween. I'm dressed up for a purpose. Okay? Woo, that's tobacco, if you want to know. All right, we got Jersey, Gemini. Okay, we got South Carolina, Papa Doc. All right, Papa Doc. Yes, okay. That's what I'm talking about. T. Carter, Scorpio. Mama Sue said, I'm loving the outfit. Yes, I got my polo beads on, and I got my my festivities. What's up, Baron Samzi? You are close. Yes. Yes, we are definitely be talking about some stuff. T. Carter should love this, because we're going to be talking about dead people. Ha! Yes. All right, then we got Brother Johnny. What's up, Father of our church? And then we got Kimberly Peoples, North Carolina. Then we got Keish, my Scorpio, my baby Scorpio. Yes. No less deadly than a full-grown Scorpio. All right, there. Thank you for the... I don't know what they gave me, but I appreciate that too. Now I want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. All right, guys. What's up there? Is that Geneva, Leo? All right, from Michigan. All right. I want y'all to say salutations to everybody. I want to explain this to all of you, especially if you're going to be in the ATRs and you're going to practice, especially if Hoodoo, Voodoo, Santeria, any ATR that deals with ancestry. That's what we're going to be talking about. All right, well, all right, Minister Mario with the confetti. Y'all know I'm down with that. Hey, you love the brim? That's right. I got my, y'all see them skulls all around there? I'm in for it tonight. All right. Appreciate you so much. All right, Aries, come on up in the room. My name is Apostle Ely. I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries, and my rising sign is Pisces. And I am here for it tonight. I want to share some information with you guys. Y'all know I teach universal laws. Getting prepared for doing our classes on this Saturday, starting at 2 o'clock. For all of you guys with your consultations, with your those that have went to my website and have ordered, we are going to be doing some heavy magic on Saturday. Baron Zamzi. and we're going to be enjoying each other and learning and growing, because I teach magic in my classes, and I just appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let me say this before I get started. I had a consultation today, and when I tell you that this young lady encouraged me in a way, and many of you guys, let me say it to you like this. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that are actually supporting me and actually learning and growing. And I'm going to tell you why. I have in my ministry, when I have people following me in my ministry, a lot of times people watch how they behave with me, and they determine what type of vessel I may be of God. Okay? What I mean by that is, sometimes you can be a good man, a good woman, but based off how your wife or your husband is treating you, people might not think you so good. But because of social media platform, a lot of people have been able to get introduced to Apostle Ely themselves. And so therefore, how people behave in and around my church does not affect what I really have to offer. And I thank God for each and every one of you guys that support me, that constantly do the likes, the consultation, everything that you're doing in order to cause me to excel on these platforms, getting me to introduce to me people that I probably would have never met. As much as I like to go as a Sagittarius, if it wasn't for social media, TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and all these other platforms, I personally probably would have never met many of you. That I am honored and thankful that you are in my life, and that you actually value me and what I bring to the table. So I want to say that on the onset. Special shout out to Natasha Foster for being such a blessing to me on today. Now, we're going to talk about something that is very important in every ATR. This is worldwide. Anytime you practice any ATR, this is something that you're going to deal with if you're going to be extremely strong in your ATRs. ATRs are African traditional religions. This is Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo. Whether you're in Santeria, whether you're Christianity, whether you're Ajay, whether you're a witch, whether you're a mystic, whether you deal with your Kabbalah, it covers all of this, okay? What's up, Shamari? My Cancer in the house, all right? Now, I want to show you guys, this is why I'm dealing with the skull today. My subject is having excellent head game. Now, some of y'all might go into the gutter with that, and some of y'all, you ain't got good head game. That's why you can't keep a man or a woman, okay? You got to have a strong head game, okay? Possibly going to teach y'all tonight why it is important to make sure that you do. In Voodoo, it's called a metet. In Lukumi and Santeria, they call them rogations. So true. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to talk about how to have a good head game. That tells me I'm going to be a real good. Oh, it's going to be a real good night. Not only is it going to be it's going to be a real good night, because I'm going to show you why it is important that you do some of the things that you will find in every African tradition, and even in Christianity they talk about the same thing. Okay, so that's why we're going to work on talking about get you a good head game. Now, you can actually put somebody to sleep. Are you talking about Ori? Yes, I am talking about the Ori. We're going to talk about a lot of that. But I'm going to explain this scientifically, so no matter if you're in hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, that you'll find that it still applies to you. If you're a human, you got a skull. Any animal that got a skull, this is what we work with. And this is why you see my head Orisha here, Oya. You see all the skulls. These represent ancestors. Each one of these skulls represent a particular Moreto, but it's still an ancestor. When you call it a Egun, it's still talking about ancestors, the spirits of the dead. Okay, so if you think your mama's a devil, that's when you call. When you talk about ancestors and dead people, this is basically you're being ignorant, because what you're saying is that your bloodline are full of demons and or whatever else y'all call them devils. Okay, so I just want y'all to educate you and why this is important. Now, first of all, we're going to start with Psalm 23. Psalm 23 verse 5. Now, first of all, you got to understand, my ex put black magic on me from Nigeria. Get a consultation if you feel like your ex put a go to my website and get a consultation. I'll figure out if you actually got something on you or not. But anyway, so we're going to talk about the skull and why it is important to understand when you see anything that is carved in the skull, do not look at it in the concept of demonic. Look at it as representation. Symbology is in every ATR. When you see things of this nature, they represent a spirit. What's up, Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina? Special thanks and salutations to you. Assalamu alaikum, salaikum salam. Now, the reason why you got to have a good head game is that you need to understand that your head, your skull, is a satellite, and that it is also a crystal. Thank you. Thoughts on Santeria. I'll explain that in a moment. I have great thoughts on Santeria. Okay? Now, the reason why I said this is because you have to understand the power of the skull. Okay? And spirits feel, when you get mounted, or some people say that mounted, or what is the other term they use? When the spirit just rests on you, come on your head, get possessed. In voodoo, they don't like the word use possessed, but the spirit feels you and it takes over. This is when they rest upon the head. This is why in every tradition they tell you about cleansing your head or doing a medtech or rogation on your head. Because when your head is not clean, then this either will prohibit spirits from communicating clearly to you, or it will hinder you being touched by divine spirits. Okay? Frequency and vibration. Know what they're saying now. So, first of all, Psalm 23 verse 5 says this, y'all. It said, "Thou prepared a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over." So, the purpose of anointing, what's up, Kimberly Dawkins? This is going to be good for you too. The purpose of anointing yourself with oil is about consecrating. Now, we all know that oil comes from plants, okay? So, whether you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, any form of oil that you use, whether it's olive oil, they all come from some form of plant, some form of tree, okay? Now, I have what is called Quinta Maldición, okay? Quinta Maldición. This is a curse. Oh, I got to watch out because it got thorns all in it. Just got stuck to my finger. This is something that most of us use, that special practitioners, we use this to remove curses. Now, I got to explain this because I don't want nobody to go out there and get you a herb and think you're going to be able to do what I do. Now, the reason why you want your head or your skull clean is the same reason why you would clean your cell phone, because of reception. The cleaner your head is, it's the better the reception. Not only because, remember, thoughts come in and out through the crown chakra. This is a term that we most familiar with. They don't call that, there's no such thing as crown chakra in Hoodoo, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, and Congo. But it's a familiar term, so y'all know what I'm talking about. So when you see a skull, it represents how the spirit communicates with the body, right? So when the spirit is operating, that's why they tell you when the brain is dead, the body is dead. When there's no activity of the brain, which means there's no communicating, there's no electricity flowing through the brain, okay? So when we are working with the head, this is why you see people that when they're trying to control somebody's mind, they use candles that look like this. Skull candle, because they're sending thoughts and words to the mind. What's up, Triranda Aries in the house? Now, the reason why you want to anoint your head is with consecration, is you want it, or your ori, I'm going to use that term as well, is because you will make it difficult for somebody to send negative thoughts or try to influence your mind, to influence your head, to influence your ori. When we do confusion work, it is to confuse the thoughts that a person, the judge can't think, or the prosecutor can't think. See, it's not always negative or positive, depending on the practitioner. But the reason why you as an individual, if you have a good consecration oil made by a skilled practitioner, when you anoint your head, some people call it the third eye, you anoint the top of your head and you anoint the back of your neck. Because the soul rests in the back hind of the neck, not up here. The soul enters in through the crown. but it sits in on the back part of the skull. Do y'all see the back part? That's why most of us that practice voodoo and other darker aspect, we put needles in the top of the head, because what we're doing is weakening the relationship between the body and the soul. Y'all ain't know that, did you? If you want to remove somebody's soul from their body, you have to go through the back of the head. Wait, the neck, yes. You have to anoint the behind your neck, because your neck starts what they call the crossroad. So in voodoo, it may be Papa Legba, or it can be Metcalfu, or in Santeria and Lukumi, it's in Legua, or in Palo, it is Lucero Mundo. So in everybody, I don't care who you are, you have a crossroad right from the base of your neck to your shoulder blade. That's a crossroad. So when we're doing work, we bring 13 pins from the base of your neck all the way down to the base of your spine. What's up there, sister? Now, I ain't teaching y'all to do nothing wicked, but I'm just trying to tell you it's all scientific why we do it. Because it causes you to, it interferes from anything being able to communicate to your head, can't communicate to your body, and your body can't communicate to your head. So in other words, we can actually prohibit your organs from moving by understanding the energetic flow in your spinal cord, bones. All right? But we're going to talk about the cranium right now. So the reason why you as a man or woman, and no matter what your practice, anointing your head, it's like I have people, sometimes they send spirits to strike at my head or my ori. And because I have heavy protection around, I don't honestly have consecration on my head, but I actually have spirits that actually guard my head. So a lot of times when people throwing at me, they don't realize that I have certain protections that walk with my head, my ori. So that's what I mean by having excellent head game. You have to be able to effectively protect your ori or your crown. And that's why when you get initiated, that's why they clean your head. I don't care what tradition you in, whether it's hoodoo, voodoo, they do some type of washing of your head. You understand? That's why, because it opens your communication not only with your ancestors, but the universe, whether that's anything outside of you, whether it's stars, moon, and all this other good stuff. Valley of the shadow, yes. So, protection. But a certain type of protection. Everything does not protect your ori. Every herb, every tree does not protect your ori. There's certain things that we use to protect the head, okay? When you ain't got good head game, you don't know how to protect, huh? Anybody that understands the sensitivity of the head understands that you need skill so you can benefit from being able to stimulate the head, okay? A good practitioner knows how to stimulate the energies inside of the head. That's why I keep my head wrapped. Now, that is true. Now, let me say this, because if you have your head wrapped by a scarf or whatever, but it is not consecrated, it still don't do you no good. Okay? If you don't have good head game, that means you don't know how to properly protect yourself. So you don't know how to enjoy yourself without protecting yourself. You should be able, at a certain place in your life, to be able to utilize your skill set to benefit. Y'all following me? What's pointless? What's pointless? Because we here to learn. Okay? Ain't nothing pointless. Well, you might not have good head game, so you may think it's pointless. Huh? But if you got good head game and you know how energy follows thought, then you understand how to keep your mind stayed on the Lord. Okay? Your head is a satellite. This right here, your cranium is a satellite. And so therefore information comes in and goes out. Now this is why you hear the commercial say a mind is a terrible thing to waste. When you allow and you're not in control about like what you watch on TV or what kind of inserts. Basically, your cranium is basically a hard drive, and you allow all types of information to come into your hard drive. So whether you utilize it or not, this is why we call it the subconscious mind. It still communicates with the subconscious mind based on the information, because remember, crystals store information. So your skull, if I got the skull of somebody deceased, I can summon the information from that skull in every event that they live. I can summon the spirit of that person through the skull. If you get the skull of a human being, they do it, I ain't gonna lie, it's done in most of African tradition. They normally keep the skull of their ancestors, and if you study history, most people of African descent kept the skull of their loved one. Oh, so I was agreeing with you. Okay, I know what you were saying, hon. What color candle do I use for roll opening? Roll opening can be a orange candle or a red candle, or both. Spend a little money. Thank you for them likes, and hit that like button. Thank you, Monique 444. Now, also, guys, then we got the head leads the body. Don't forget that. The reason why you want to consecrate with a good, I smudge Palo Santos on my locks every day. Now, let me explain something to you about that. When you are smudging, I want y'all to know the difference between consecrating with oil versus no. Don't come in my live and talk about, first of all, I ain't no witch. Witch is a European term. We not witches. We ajays, we tatas, mumbos, we conjurers, but we not witches. That's y'all white folks stuff, okay? Keep them tatas over there with y'all, okay? That's y'all bewitch and all that garbage. All right? Akasha record, exactly, T. Carter. Now, I wrote on here, so I didn't forget. Oh, they're talking about smudging. Smudging is an air element, even though we're in the age of Aquarius, right? Smudging is only going to cover your aura so long. The purpose of consecrating with a sacred oil is that vibration and frequency elevates the vibration of your skull. It's like y'all seen those singing bowls. When you see them singing bowls, when them people be striking those singing bowls, that's symbology of your skull. Just like the tuning forks, vibration. When you anoint your skull, you raise the vibration or the frequency of your satellite and allow your mind to be able to capture higher frequency. That's why you anoint with oil versus doing Palo Santos. It is a vibration, but it will not, smoke does not last as long as consecrated oil. Do I use black candles for protection? If you're going to use black candles, if I were you, if you're not skilled at this, I would use a red and black candle. And y'all, with them black candles, you dealing with chaos energy. And I don't think, a lot of people think they are skilled enough to deal with chaos energy, and I honestly don't believe you are. Okay? That's just my, I don't care how long you've been practicing. That's a very strong energy. Now, we talked about the Ori. In Haiti, they call it the little angel that dwells inside of the skull. Now we got Proverbs 10 and 6. Now, you're welcome. If you don't know how to protect your ori or your skull, I need you to always think about how this is. This is when we stick needles in the nose so they can't smell, in the eyes where they can't see, in the mouth where they can't speak. And I personally like to stick it right in the back side of the neck, but I stick it upside down. Because I make them see their life upside down. So instead of them, they think left is right, they think up is down. I'm very skilled. I can be really treacherous with this stuff. All right. Proverbs 10 and 6. It says this. Proverbs 10 and 6 says, blessings are upon the head of the just, but violence covers the mouth of the wicked. Now, the reason why you want to consecrate, do you have skulls on you? No, I do not have skulls. I do have them that I work with. If you want me to do those, but skull candles, if you want me to, let me finish this. But the reason why you want protection around your skull, because sometimes a lot of you guys don't know that when you guys have me doing work for you, I use this skull candle on a lot of your work to protect your mind while you're trying to go through certain things, so you could stay focused. I got stuff, in every kind of a freaking crystal, because I like crystal because they hold energy better. So, but my thing is, remember, depending on what kind of consecration that you have gotten from your madrina, your tata, your padrino, your hugon, your bokor, your adja, your witch, your priest, your priestess, your pastor, apostle, whatever. If they consecrate your head with a blessing, it is hard for people to do hexing work on you. Not impossible, because y'all like to say, oh, I got blessed. What about lapis lazuli? Lapis lazuli with a skull is more for psychic. I'm just saying a positive way I can use that. If I had a lapis lazuli skull crystal, I would use that to enhance their psychic ability, their ability to tap into energy, or I can block their psychic abilities with that same type of crystal. Remember, duality and everything. I had a dream about a beige and black snake. Do you know the meaning? Snakes, if it is not a poisonous snake, people always think a black snake is bad. It's not. By it being beige, it can also mean that snakes represent wisdom. There's a dual nature to the wisdom that you have. Depending on what was done in the dream, you get a consultation with me. But all the factors, a lot of times just dreaming about a particular animal or a totem is not enough. Sometimes you have to give them more information about the scenario. Okay? So I hope that helped. But make sure that you invest in getting your head blessed by your tata, your mambo, or your spiritual practitioner. That is important. And it's also good to do that in person. Okay? Get that done in person if you can. Or get them to prepare a oil where you can anoint your head every single day. I anoint my head, even though I'm initiated, I'm consecrated, I anoint my head every single day. I can't be a mambo because I'm a man. I'm a priest. If I was a woman, I'd be around here. No, I ain't gonna. I forgot. Let me say this. My lives are for grown people, okay? My lives are for grown people. Not immature grown people, but grown people, okay? Now, let me go on. Remember, blessings go on top of the head. If they get the tail gonna follow. I almost went dirty just that quick. Matthew 6. See what time it is. Matthew 6. 17 through 18. It says this. But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thy head and wash thy face, that thou appear not unto men as to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. Now, y'all done heard that through the church, but let me explain it to you like this. When you anoint your head, you make your crown visible to the spirits. I'm going to say that again. With the proper anointing, your crown is visible. This is why in certain tradition, they make you shave your head and they put what they call secrets or mysteries in your head. It makes your crown visible to the spirits of your particular tradition. It makes your crown visible to your ancestors. Let me explain to you. A lot of us do not have great light. Somebody asked, can I use Florida water to consecrate? Now, I would not advise you to use the manufactured Florida water. I don't think I got anything close to me right now. No. I would not personally use something manufactured, but if you have done if you know how to prepare a personal Florida water, I don't use Florida water to consecrate with. I use it to cleanse. What prayers or thoughts should we use to anoint our heads? Now, let me explain this. Now, that sounds like a simple question. I'm going to read this so everybody hear what they ask. They said, what prayers or thoughts should be used when anointing our heads? Now, I need y'all to understand this. Your head is just like the steering wheel of a car. What direction should you be going? If you understand your destiny, that's why there's certain herbs, stones, crystals that are in alignment with your head orisha, that anything you place on your head should be in alignment with your destiny. And the only way you're going to get that information is being initiated into ATR or having somebody to read and talk to your ancestors. If you don't have that communication with your ancestors, you have to be particular about what herb or oil you use on your head, because your particular ancestors might not like certain things. Maybe your grandmother walked with you and she wasn't a smoker. She might not like tobacco. I had a friend of mine. Her spirit did not like marijuana. She loved her a joint, but she had to quit smoking marijuana because her spirit did not like marijuana. So you can't put anything on your head, and you should not be just randomly having anybody to just anoint your head. Your head was specifically designed to go into a certain direction. Okay? I hope that helped. So I can't necessarily say what type of prayer or what type of oil. I prepare everything based on people's astrology. That's why both of those are important. Exactly. Ancestor is not just about you asking your ancestor. It really says a lot about who you are. Your ancestors is your DNA. That's your Jacob's ladder. That is your chromosome. So the more you understand about your ancestry, you're also going to understand what particular things are good for going on your head. Sister Monique. All right, got you, Sister Monique. But I got to get this out here. So, put oil on your head elevates your frequency and your vibration. Now, depending on what type of energy you have. Now, I take this. Now, I'm a conjurer. Now, let me explain a conjurer. What's ATR? African traditional religion. And those are ancestry. That means it has to be in your bloodline to actually, because everyone, like when I do my classes, I'm going to, in order for you guys to actually learn the magic that I'm going to teach in my classes, I have to be in contact with your ancestors. So a part of me preparing for my classes is doing a lot of cleansing, so that some of you all do not bring certain energies to these classes, so you can actually get the best benefit from magic. So I have to contact ancestors that practice your particular magic. That's why my classes cost like they cost, because I have to engage with your ancestors. So we're going to talk about this particular plant for cleansing your head. Kananga water, I meant to anoint the back of the neck. Yes, Kananga water is really good, but Kananga water is actually lang lang. The lang lang herb. I have the oil, and it is very good. It's high vibrational, and it also relieves stress. That's why it is good, because what you're doing is relieving stress. What do you get from my picture, sir? If you want me to do a reading, cash out $20 to Apostle Ely. If you want something in depth, go to my bio and get a consultation. Okay? Yeah, understand, there ain't nothing for free. How often should we do our head protection? Now, I'm going to say this. If you always in mess, whether somebody bring you mess, rosemary oil is good, mainly in my opinion, for women. It can be used for men, but it is a mothering plant, or it is good for children, male or female. Rosemary, it's a high vibrational oil, but it's a cleanser and a protector. But it's also a protector of women and children. I'm not saying men can't use it, but just to understand it. But this plant right here, you have to, when you're dealing with plants, you have to be a conjurer. If you're just going to go out there and get you some herbs and plants and you're just going to put them in an oil base or whatever, that's nearly not cleansing. I deal with spirits and I awaken them, and then I'm enjoying these plants with other ancestral spirits. So it makes these my cleansers a lot stronger than the average. What about clove? Clove is good, a protector from if somebody's throwing at you, especially people gossiping on you. Because remember, our skull is a satellite. The reason why you getting headache because you picking up negative communication. That's, you got to always, I don't care if you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo. When there's negative speech about you, if somebody's working your head, that's what they call it. Y'all, for all of my hoes out there, y'all know what that means. When you working that head, you are gaining control. You're trying to weaken him. You're trying to weaken her. Anise is ruled by Jupiter. That is more psychic. Anise oil is more for psychic. Can it be used in our baths? Yes, but I want to talk about the head game. He said, Apostle, you need to go be a model somewhere. You Thank you so much. Listen, when you working somebody's head, I'm trying to be symbolic, but I am. When you working that head, you make them weak. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if they're male or female, gay or straight. If you know what you're doing, you got good head game. It breaks down the resistance, honey. I don't care who you are. I don't care how strong in the Lord you are. I don't care how you've been initiated. I don't care if you done did work for the King Tut. When somebody working that head and they're doing it correctly and they're getting this, sometimes they'll use coconuts. Y'all understand? But I want y'all to understand. Yes, that chocolate. But when you work in that head, you are bringing down their senses and they're allowing what you want, or you're influencing their way of thinking. Y'all understand? So this is why it is important that you protect your Ori. They call that in different ATRs, or anointing your head, or using some type of covering or some type of protection. So when you go, think about, you can go into a department store, right? Or a grocery store, and you all intended to get one thing, right? Because of the music and the settings, you end up walking out with more stuff than you intended. Well, that means that you were open, right? When you have certain protection in, you can go in that store and get exactly what you went in there for and come out with only what you went in there for. When you don't have proper protection, you end up buying way more than you intended. I'm a shopaholic, so y'all can't tell me them games, okay? You have to protect that head. When they bend them toes, you in trouble. Yeah, you got them. I don't care. If they get you to bend them toes, anytime somebody working your head to the point that you can pull your foot out of your shoe without taking your lasses off, they got you, honey. They got you. They got you. They got you. They got you. When a good root worker, a good hoodoo worker get you and they got you, huh? And you you twisted and retarded, and you ain't got no physical ailment, they got you. They got you. Now, Quinta Maldición comes with thorns. This has me screaming. I'm serious, y'all, because this is, y'all may not believe this, but this is what we do in conjure. That same concept, you have to work that head. You have to break down their defenses, because some people are stubborn. But if you work with the right oil on that head and make it moist, it becomes sensitive, which means it's easier to influence. It's just the truth. So these come with thorns. So you have to have something that is strong enough to remove negative off that head. The reason why you stroke the head is because you want to remove any resistance that may be around the mind, whether that comes from somebody else talking to them or them talking to themselves. So when you massage the head and you get it all clean, it becomes more sensitive, especially when you pull the skin back. Okay? I hope this is helping y'all understand how much work, to all of my hoes, you know, is a lot of work that goes into the skill of manipulating the head. What's the name of that plant? Quinta Maldición. It's a Spanish term. But make sure, now listen, now any of us out here knowing the physical aspect of working that head, you understand that at that point, it ain't nothing you can't ask for, right? Are y'all hearing me? Y'all staying with me spiritually, right? Y'all know once you have gotten them to that point, there is nothing that you cannot influence that head at that point. Weed. I worked with the herbs yesterday. Powerful. Yes. Love the head. Thank you so much. Because we working the head. Okay, I'm symbology. We talking about the ancestors. Once you work the head of the ancestors, once you work ahead of any skull, you have the influence over the rest of the body. Remember the old people say, you get the head, the tail gonna follow. That same concept, okay? When you influence the head, you don't have to have that. Let me tell you something. When somebody work your head, they don't need your PIN number. They don't need your key. You gonna go get it. This is the best damn breakdown. You're killing this. It's just the truth. So when you influence the head, then a lot of people talking about something. Oh, somebody broke in. Ain't nobody broke in. They were working that head. Huh? Let me tell y'all something. When somebody gets your mind, they don't listen. When somebody influences and puts certain thoughts in your head, you will go back home and start an argument. They said, tell them, baby. I'm trying to tell them. Listen. Get you some excellent head game. Some of y'all right now cannot keep things going in your life because your head game is weak. We are talking about Mars energy. We talking about action. Apostle Eda, why my finances messed up? Because your head game is weak. When you know how to work that head, you giving Baron some of the Yes, baby. That's where I work with in voodoo. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? This is my skill set. I'm very effective in what I do. I influence court cases like this. Head game. You got to have an excellent head game. Some of y'all, reason why y'all can't get y'all men to do certain things, and that's whether you gay, straight, or bi, is because your head game is mediocre. Once you elevate the vibration and the frequency of your head game, then everything else becomes easy. And no pun intended. They said, why is this free, bro? Because I got to get them ready for my classes. And too many people out here thinking you just can't. I'm gonna break it down like this. You just can't put oil on it and think you got good head game. You can't, no. You can't just spit on it. No, you got to work it. You got to moisturize it. Because see, if you do it dry, because some of y'all don't like to spend money on no Earl. Y'all don't like to anoint and consecrate things. You understand? So you like to try to dry rub. You gonna cause irritation to the head. You don't want to do this dry. Okay? You want to anoint it with oil. Okay? Can you use cooking olive oil? Yes, you can. Okay? But when you working the head, you want to be able to, because you got to talk to it. See, that's where some of y'all messing up. See, when we do conjure, we talk to the head. Some of y'all relationships are weak because you just rubbing the head. No, you must also rub and then communicate and talk to the skull and tell it what you want. Like I said, call up Jesus and tell it what you want. So as you begin to communicate, so every head has either 2 eyes or one. Now, I don't know which one you work with. Rose oil. Oh, rose oil is a good high vibrational oil to utilize. But remember, when you deal with rose oil, you're dealing with chaos energy out of Venus, okay? Just want to remember. Key sent a cash offering. Thank you, babe. She sent a love offering. Listen, I'm serious, y'all. Stop trying to maneuver the head dry. You want to moisturize the head, and sometimes, depending on how much you work in the head, you might have to add some extra oil. So you got to be monitoring. Some of y'all be doing spiritual work, and you just doing. No, you got to monitor. When it's starting to get dry, you need to add some more oil. Put some more oil on it. Don't let it get dry. You going to working it in, and you massaging it, and then you begin to communicate. How many know that prayer is important for communication? Can you work on yourself like that? Yes. You got a head. How many know how to work? Yes, you can, baby. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just like Obama said, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can work your own head if you want to. I do it myself. I promise you I do. But you got to learn how to communicate. Now, let me say this again. Once you, because this is to my ladies and gents, right? Once you work the head and you get the head to open and to relax, and now that you talking, now that you talking to the head, don't ask for stupid stuff. Like if you're gonna go and put all that work and become an excellent head, you get an excellent head game. Exclusive said, hold on. Let me turn this over. Now, if you're gonna put all of that work into getting that head right, y'all hear what I'm saying? You're gonna do all that, you're gonna lubricate it, get it, do all that communication. Do not ask for stuff that ain't gonna change the game. If you got him in the power, you got her in the power of your hand. You got that head in the power of your hand. Now it is time to ask God for wisdom. What shall I ask for? Because I got the head in my hand. Huh? He said, I'll offer a love reading. Okay. Scorpio. Love reading. And then we got exclusive Scorpio. Back to back? What? All right. But let me get this down. That's what she said. Now, let me tell y'all this. It don't matter if you are in Ifa, Voodoo, or Conjure. If you take what I'm saying seriously, because it's the truth, and once you have gotten the head relaxed, got it moisturized, now it's in the power of your hand. Now it is time to ask for what you want. You have this person or thing at its most vulnerable stage. Once you have somebody vulnerable, you can ask what you will. Once you have influenced the head to that point, it ain't nothing they won't give you. This is why they remember you 40 years. Exactly. How you gonna forget me? That's that forget me not skill. Make it count. That's right. Once you done got them in the power of your hand, listen, I'm serious. Don't be talking about, oh, give me if he give you his cell phone code, he can still get another phone. Ask for stuff that is going to change your life. When you're dealing with the ancestors, you dealing with the influence of the Eguns, you dealing with the Moretos, make sure y'all not just asking silly stuff. Don't be asking stuff that you already know. Like, is he cheating or is she cheating? Or don't be asking stuff like that. Why would you use devil's shoestring on your head? Yes, devil's shoestring can be used for good luck, but why would you use it on this type of working? Because you don't want to trip yourself up. Y'all got to remember, don't be talking like once the head is vulnerable, don't be speaking crazy over the head. I'm going to say it again. When you get that head in the position you need it, then you don't speak no negative stuff over the head. Know how to talk and communicate. Say sweet things that are going to influence this head. Then guess what? When this head see you again, it's going to respond to you even easier. If you work that head correctly the first time, every time that head pick up your vibration and frequency, it is going to respond to you, sir and ma'am. You can't even get into the room. It will respond. All right, I'm done. Now, I can also use tobacco to cleanse that head. Now, some of y'all need to understand. Hold on. Sometimes you have to blow. Y'all hear me? Now, all of y'all that ain't grown, and this too good for y'all, That's why you can't get no victory. You got to know how to blow on the head. A good, skilled head person knows how to blow on the head. Now, while you blowing on the head, you should be thinking in your mind how you are communicating with that head. What are you telling that your skull that you're working with? When you blowing on that head, me 68 years old. Now, while you are blowing on the head, you should be focusing your mind. You're supposed to be putting thought to thought. They call it telepathy, mental kinetics. Whatever you call it, what you will. You're supposed to be blowing on that head, and in your mind, what is it that you're influencing thoughts on the head as you blow? Now, if you are working the head and you're not blowing, you are not a conjurer, you're not an aj, you're not a witch, and you ain't a good head. Now, anyway. Y'all get what I'm saying? Has this helped anybody on tonight? That's why you can't get no victory on weak amounts. You can't get no weak. You can't get no victory. You done put in all that work and I forgot to blow. Who taught you conjure? Who taught you conjure? If you go, sir, if you're gonna work that head, you must blow. There's a skill, that right, it activates. There you go. It activates everything. And you got it, y'all see I'm using tobacco, right? Listen, you cannot blow with any and everything. Hey there, baby. When you blow in the head, you got to use what makes the head weak and easy to influence. So when you blowing, you got to know what to do. That's why I tell you got to have skill. You can't just get anything and blow the head with. I'm using tobacco. Now, I don't know what you got in your armoire, but you need to find something that you can blow that they like. Thank you so much. So as I use to influence, I personally use tobacco. I don't know what you blow with, but that's what I use. Don't forget Monique. Okay, got you. Monique. Cancer. Now but at the end of the day, you can't just be like, I see people like, some people ain't good at blowing. They just ain't. You never gonna get a refrigerator or a house, but you might be able to get a dinner from KFC or something. That may be your skill set. But I want to talk to those that want to be have an excellent head game. You want to influence things and make it do what you wanted to do. That's what you got to do, and you got to be consistent. Now, when you working with the head, you got to have a strong neck. Okay, so remember, it takes work. And that takes precision, so you got to make sure that if you're going to influence the head, that you going in there, you done did your warm-ups. So that means you got to do your cleansing. You got to do everything you need to do before you start working that head, because after a while, if you working that head long enough, you're going to get tired. So you got to be able to get yourself a good balance. When you work, you got to get you a good balance so your hands don't get tired. You understand? You don't want to get tired until you get victory. No, you got to make sure you go in there and say, you know what? I got to stay focused until I get this where I needed to get. And I can't get weary in well doing. All right? I think I got that clear. Apostle is here to help and teach. That's all I can do. You grown. You can't get no victory if you don't. Listen, I don't care how long you've been practicing. I don't care if you do hoodoo, voodoo. In order to manifest, you can get all the high jump, the conqueror herb you want. You can get Elizabeth root if you want to, but if you don't know how to work it, there you go. Thank you for putting them skulls up there. You need a strong neck. That's right. I don't care if you're a male or female. You got to be in it to win it. Some of y'all start working ahead and you just You sloppy. You're not consistent. You don't act like you care. You're not focused. When you work in the head, you must be focused. You must be focused, and you got to be taught. You got to be staring that head in the face. Some of y'all just have an attitude that is not good conjure. You got to. What's up there, Iligua? Yes. You got to, when you work in the head, you got to be focused. You got to be consistent, and you got to have a strong attention span. All right. We're gonna read for Keish, Scorpio. Then we're gonna use this. We're gonna read for exclusive Scorpio, and then we're gonna read for Monique, Cancer. All right. Trying to tell you. And some of y'all, the reason why some of y'all think y'all got good head game is because you messing with somebody that was already vulnerable in the beginning, huh? And if you can't break a strong-willed person, that don't mean you. If you can break a strong, that means you got good head game, huh? When he or she done told you no, and when you know when they say no, it normally mean no. But when you go in there and you work that head, and they come back with a yes, you good. Then I'll give you credit. Some of y'all think y'all got good, and he or she was already looking for the release. I'm talking about when you can turn a no into a yes. And when he done told his boys that he coming out and going out, huh? And you go in there and work that head, and he call his boy back and say he ain't going nowhere. When she say she going shopping with the girls, and she gonna be out a while, and you go in there and work that head, and she call the girl back and say she don't want to ever see him again, then you's a good conjure. Then you got good head game. All right, I'm gonna go ahead on in with read these cards. All right, there, Keish, my Scorpio, where you at, baby? Huh? Y'all, you ain't got no good power. That ain't strong. It's okay. You can get there. You can get there if you put the effort and you focus and you go in there and say, you know what? I'm gonna be the best. I want to be the best conjurer. Yes, I want my magic to work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You do good conjure, you make them turn on everybody. There you go, baby. All right. Keish, the Scorpio, hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning Keish, the Scorpio. And thank you guys so much for the cash app and the love. I'm trying to tell you. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning this Scorpio. This Scorpio. Show me that which is in the dark. Bring it to the light of my eyes concerning Keish, the Scorpio, concerning love. Concerning her love life. There's nothing wrong. Let me say this, Keish, baby. How old are you, baby, before I say this? Tell your mama to put her hands in her ears. How you is, Keish? I'm 49, 50, so I got nieces myself. How old you, baby? Before I say this. Concerning her love life. What is it that this Scorpio needs to know? All right. I'm going to say this. You're 26, so you almost getting into your 30s. Let me explain this to you, honey. It ain't nothing wrong with your machinery. You like too much control when it comes to that. Okay? And I do realize Scorpio very possessive. But in order to get where you trying to get in your love, you going to have to be vulnerable. And that's a decision you're going to have to make, honey. Because when you get there, you trying to control the ascension. You want so much control, you want to control the ascension. You just got to let it go, baby. Like, I'm just possibly here to talk to you. Like, if you going to go there, go for broke. So you'll know how your energy is released, okay? So I'm just possibly just being honest with you. You too much a control freak in the bed. You got to let it go. I'm asking about your love life. All right? She's 26, y'all. She got 4 more years for 30, so she got to get it. See? Now, go work like skill searches. I know that right. Yes. If they don't make you fold that back up like a chair, they ain't done it right. I don't care who they is. They're not a good conjurer. Now your shadow card comes up D and A of the soul. We're asking about love life. It said a left, cough, a left. It said with this name I will receive nothing less than the full impact. Here go it again. I just told you about letting it go. It said nothing less than full impact and the forces of creation. I restore meaning to my life that often feels meaningless and purpose to a world that often appears aimless. Order returns, structure emerges, and everything is tidied up. This card right here talking about your love life in shadow is speaking about things being restored. This all Marvin Gaye, sexual healing, honey. That's what this is right here. This is what you need to be focusing on. And stop trying to control. This talks about structure. This talks about creation. Also, be careful. Use protection, honey, because it says it has creation in there. So you want to enjoy yourself without producing evidence of your enjoyment, okay? You got goals and dreams. So then your middle card is speak your mind. Ooh, tell them what you want. You ask them about your love life. So this is saying you got to be able to communicate and be willing to be open and communicate what you want. Don't worry about what it sounds like. If it's what you want, you need to ask for what you want. The only way you find out what's on the menu, you got to tell them. You know, understand? But if you don't watch it, because if it get that good, you might not care at that point. Because if they do it right, you can't think right. You ain't thinking like you're thinking now. You in control right now. If they do their job, you won't be thinking like that. None tav hey. It said, when I need to tell the truth, this name gives me the courage to open my heart before I open my mouth. And when I need to hear the truth, it gives me the strength to open my ears and close my mouth. Now, this is talking about your love life. You got to know how to communicate your love language to your partner. And you cannot be trying to protect your feeling to the point that you are not allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Because a true relationship is also about vulnerability. Okay? This is talking about communication. And I'm still telling you, ask for what you want. And then your outcome card talks about spiritual cleansing. This is saying that things got you, old issues have to be cleansed. Got to be moved. That's your outcome card. It is going to help you. Okay? Mem va mem. It said by meditating on these letters, I push the rewind and erase on my spiritual video. I am purified in my present life by correcting the transgressions in my lives in the past. I can also use this name to purify my physical environment from spiritual impurities. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm trying to say this clean as I can. A lot of times, if you did not have a skilled enough partner, a lot of times you have a certain outlook on certain activities. But when you get a master head worker, when you have somebody with skills, resources, and an agenda to satisfy and influence the head, they will make you look at that same act of love making of the past in a very different way. Okay? So you have certain reservations, but understand as you get your healing and you get yourself in a certain place when your love life, you're going to experience as though you've never had that type of intimacy before. There's going to be some good things as things are corrected in your life, and you're going to find your body, everything in a newness. Okay? What's up, Jealous Swedes? Exclusive. Where you at, Exclusive, my Scorpio? Hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Make sure you guys are on my YouTube. And if you have not joined my Patreon family, please do so. It ain't but $5 a month. I'm giving out some good. There you go, Exclusive cake. All right. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes, concerning exclusive K, the Scorpio. Yes. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes, concerning exclusive Scorpio. Exclusive Scorpio. Exclusive K, Scorpio. What is it that this Scorpio needs to be focused on? What is it that this Scorpio needs to be focused on? What is it that this Scorpio needs to be focused on? I'm going to try this one more time. Okay, here we go. Woo. Straight facts. I know that's right. What's up, Janine? Wise. Now, exclusive Scorpio. Your shadow card comes up. Global transformation. Focusing on transformation. Global, too. So this card coming up for you, Scorpio, said, a yin shin lamed. It said, I reflect on my spiritual truth that the world's peace begins with peace within my heart. With this name, I speed my own transformation and strengthen the forces of peace throughout the world. This card right here coming up for Scorpio, especially talking about transformation. This means that not only you're in the process of transforming, but it seems like you're around other people that are in transformation as well. But this card is also saying that your transformation is happening very quickly. It looks like you may be moving a lot faster than other people that may be around you. And this card is also in shadow for Scorpio. It talks about spiritual truth. And it talks about reflection. So this is basically that you things of the past issues. They want you to reflect on that, to utilize the experience and the wisdom to keep peace in your life. Shamara said, I am good at learning how to work that head. Thank you, baby. Apostle just here trying to teach y'all magic. That's all I'm trying to do. All right, exclusive K. Your middle card is the big picture. It says Aleph Ebasa, Aleph Nun Yud. It says this name raises my awareness. I like this card coming in the middle. It says this name raises my awareness of long-term effects of all my actions. I gain the ability to see spiritual challenge in every moment before they become the foundation of chaos and Christ. Both of your cards are speaking about spirituality, and they're coming in strong with this transformation. But this card right here is talking about the foundation of chaos. So this talk about nipping things in the bud, exclusive, and based off of prior actions, and being aware. They want you to be aware. This is going on right now. Spiritually, it seems like you're more sensitive right now, but this is coming due to your spiritual challenges. And look at this outcome card. I love this. I still going to give you Psalm 27 before you go to bed, because this talks about a lot of light. It says banishing the remnant of evil from your life. It says Lamed Aleph Va, Scorpio. It said the light of this name deactivates negative energy and cleanses my environment. This is such a good, you're being challenged, but this is for you to move this. Deactivate is talking about stale energy. Things that are not moving. This stuff is going to be moved out your life. But it talks about also keeping your environment clean. Making sure that you are aware of what's going on exclusive. Okay, Monique 444. I have to listen to this replay for sure. Oh, this was a doozy. This was a doozy. Yes. Exclusive says I'm very sensitive. That means you can be influenced. Yes. Monique, where you at? 444. I'm here. All right, here we go. Here it is. Oh, I got elevated. And guys, I have this. I don't have this on my website, but it is also good to keep, if you work in the head, keep something to keep it moist. You see what I'm saying? And to keep the head clean. Always remember, sanitary. If you're going to work the head, be sanitary. Okay? Tobacco is a good cleanser. Don't be filthy when you work in the head. Be clean, okay? Gaze straight about. Be clean. Alright? Monique 444. That came to me. Hear these words which I say. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark. Bring it into the light of my eyes concerning Monique the Cancer. Monique the Cancer. Monique the Cancer. Edidiosa. Eba Sandediosa. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes. What is it? Esa. Idiondo Rabashe. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning this cancer. What is it that this cancer needs to focus on? What is it that this cancer... Eba Sandediosa. What is it that this cancer needs to focus on? All right, here we go. Why I say okay? Yeah, some of y'all just y'all get, spiritual hygiene is important. All right, Cancer. Forget thyself is shadow. Linda Green said had to leave TikTok and come over here because I couldn't see your hands. All right, sweet. All right. They don't like it when you strong women just embrace the strength. That's right. Embrace that strength. Go ahead on, break down, girl, to the lowest common denominator. Now, Monique 444, it said, forget thyself. Lamed Hey Chet. It says, I transcend the limits of my own being. This is talking about getting out of yourself. It said, I cling to the tree of life. Happiness finds me now that my ego is out of the spotlight. I can get out of my own way, letting go of all stubbornness. This card right here saying focusing on staying out of the way. This card also speaks about your personal happiness is impeded by your ego. If you keep ego out of the way, you will find yourself in a very happy place. It also saying that you have to transcend your personal limits. Okay? Then your middle card, Cancer, Rabashe, says sharing the flame. It says Mem Lamed Hey. It says I take this name with me out into the real world so that I can share the light with my friends, family, and the entire family of humankind. It says I envision openings and opportunities in the world for a global dissemination of this ancient wisdom. I ask for the strength to walk the talk. This is talking about alignment, Cancer. It says, I know that this name arises the forces of immortality, which is talking about youthfulness and joy into the world. It said, I must expect and demand nothing less. This card, middle card, is talking about having the ability to recognize your opportunities. And it also talks about opening. There are not only openings openings and opportunities are two different blessings. But this is talking about for the benefit of not just yourself, but for other people. Okay? And then your outcome card says listening to your soul. Not listening to your mind, but listening to your soul. It says none mem. It said the whisperers of my soul and divine counsel of light are heard loud and clear. I know what I have to do, and I am willing and prepared to do what it takes to get it done. This is a very spiritual card. This is also an ancestor card. This is actually coming in your outcome. After focusing on these things right here, your ancestors will be with you, and they are speaking, but they are speaking for the things that you are prepared to get done. Okay? I like this card coming up for Cancer on the outcome, because this is saying that your spirits are speaking to your soul and their divine counsel. Take the counsel. My readings are only $20, but that's going to be it for tonight. In the green side. Oh yeah, I still read that. Okay. Minister Mario, is that everybody? I gotta go to work tomorrow, y'all. Are we good? If you guys want to bless Apostle Ely, you know I got a lot of stuff to get prepared for our classes. But don't forget, you welcome, baby. Don't forget, do your research up on this plant right here. So, and if you go and try to harvest this plant, make sure you wear gloves because this guy has a lot of thorns. So you don't want to get come out there bleeding trying to get this plant. Okay, that's why it's so good. Remember, guys, we use this to cleanse. Love you back. I am K7. I wish I am K7 put some of that, put a 6 and a 9 on that. That'd be delicious. Because 7 means complete, but 6 and 9 means satisfaction. Guaranteed. You're welcome, baby. I'm doing a lot of working with this plant because I got to do this for our classes. So I have things to get out there. Thank you as well. Love you back. Y'all know I love y'all. That's why I tell y'all the truth. Y'all support Apostle Ely. And I don't know if Natasha Foster is still here. I want to personally thank you. We had such a good conversation today. I really appreciate the encouragement. And when you guys, I asked you about what you get out of your consultations or your lives. When you guys put those comments on there, thank you so very much because it is such an encourager. Okay? I like your program. Thank you so very much. Yeah, it's going to get even better, especially if our YouTube increase and our Patreon and stuff. I'll be financially able to do a lot of other stuff that a lot of other people can't do because I'm going to actually be teaching sex education from the perspective of a skill hoe, of course. But a lot of times people don't understand their spiritual practice because they don't understand the nature of their own sexual energy, and especially if you are a Scorpio or you got a lot of Scorpio in your chart, you got to understand that energy because that deals with a lot of the ancestors. It deals with a lot of these type of spirits and energies, and that is it's so important when it comes to role opening work. I laugh aloud. That's my birth year, 69. Oh Lord, thank you, Lord, thank you. The number keeps coming. I know that's right. You can't help but come when you got 69. Natasha Foss, if you haven't done so, people, please get your consultation. Oh, thank you so much, darling. All right, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If UPS don't put it on us, it's getting into our Christmas time. What's the name of that plant again? It is Quinta, Quita Maldición. Maldición, Maldicon. I think that's how they spell Maldición. Okay, wow, that's going. Yeah, when we do our intimacy classes, they are going to be extremely for grown people. Extremely for grown people, okay? Now, don't go in my classes and get my information and then go and turn somebody out and have them in Nutsville. You know, I'm going to be responsible for the information I give because then God going to be blaming me how y'all trying to fill up this town called Nutsville. Okay? You're talking about Apostle Ely told me to do it like this. Cleopatra got a woman. Cleopatra got a woman of how to work. Listen. Just trust me. If you've been following me long enough, and if you get in some of my educational classes, you're going to start to like, I really know what I'm talking about. That's why I don't mess with people like I used to because I don't want the body count. And I ain't talking about being with it. I'm tired of people trying to get me back. No. I'm happy where I am. I'm not taking nobody else prisoner. Okay, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna miss out on heaven because I'm out here messing people's mind up. Royal, what's up? My Lilith is in Scorpio. Oh, your dark moon is in Scorpio. Yes, baby. I do my best work at night. Yes. I can't mess with people. I be teaching y'all stuff. I'm going to just say, listen. I'm going to do a disclaimer. I'm going to have y'all sign a contract. I am not responsible for what may go down after you come out of this class. Admin tomorrow, I haven't received my email. Janet Janine Y says she hasn't received her email for her class. I'm gonna sign a note. She said I'm gonna sign a note. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, because my spirituality is very much tied to my sex with me. What kind of plant that is? Quinta Maldición. Y'all think I'm a great spiritualist. I'm trying to wait to see. So I need that class. Honey. Yes, the DNA. NDA. Yes, got to do the NDA. Cause y'all, especially y'all come out of church, y'all like to blame people for stuff. So I got to get y'all to put it right. Listen, I took his class and I'm a grown and I am responsible for all of my own actions. Don't be calling them talking about some blame. Don't blame me. Blame Apostle Ely. Of course I'm more than that. But I do have some skill sets that needs to be get out there. All right, guys. See that? Yes, Sag energy is. And that's where the T.I. is. Jelly Sweet said, will there be an option to join the class at a later time? I want to be able to fully commit and could not right now. Oh, yeah. These classes, all of my classes, no matter what level they are in, they're only gonna you're only gonna get an email about our classes after I get 10. The stuff that I'm gonna be doing, well, I'm gonna say it like this: wait till y'all hear from the other people that are that take this class, then you'll understand what I mean. Because I'm gonna be doing real spiritual work in these classes, so I have to prepare. So it has to be financially conducive for me to even do it because of all the money and time I got to put in to actually do these classes, okay? So depending on whether you're doing intermediate, beginner, or advanced, I have to have at least 10 people where it is worth me even doing the class, okay? So when we get ready to move forward, I can do those classes at any time because that's what I do. And so if you want to know how I do it, that's why I do it. I'm not going to do, and do I do sessions for people? Yes, I do. But my classes, it has to be at least 10 people, at the very least, or I'm not doing them. So we got over 10 people in our beginner class, and we're going to do that Saturday. Okay? So I hope that answers the questions. All right. Much love to each and every one. Don't forget to go join my YouTube channel and subscribe and like and comment up under my video and join my Patreon, which is only $5. Okay? I know y'all got $5 on one of them titties you got. Which one? My classes? Somebody say how much? Yes, I have a Cash App. It's $ Apostle Ely. It's actually in my bio. Okay? Somebody post my Cash App for me before I go. It's $ Apostle Ely, or go to my bio. All right. For the classes, if you have them, if you want to join, I will, but I can't. I gotta. If you want to join, you gonna have to do it right away, because once after Thursday, I can't accept anybody else because I have to do spiritual work, summoning the ancestors of the people in those classes. From Thursday, I'm doing conjure work, so I can't accept anybody beyond that because I'm only working with those. I got to be prepared for the work with those type of those spirits. And everybody in my beginner class, really, they just learning foundation, but they have other types. They've been initiated into certain ATRs, so I have to deal with those spirits. So I have to have time to get prepared for that. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Minister Mara said the classes are full. Okay. All right. The classes are full. All right. All right. See y'all. All right. Minister Mario Capricorn has spoken. Classes are full. Janine Wise said she paid last week, so she should be in there. We'll make sure you get the email. So we got Linda Green, Wise, Minister Mario, son of a church, Brother Johnny, Janine Wise, T. Carter, Jelly Sweets, Shamari, Exclusive, Mama Susan, Royal. Is that Artis? Oh, it's another Scorpio. Kimberly Dawkins, Sister Brickhouse, Monique 444, Brother Johnny, Natasha Foster, Keish, T. Carter. Oh, we had a good crowd up in here. Minister Mario, Exclusive, T. Carter. I think I got everybody. If I miss anybody, I do apologize. It ain't intentional. Check Janine Wise. Check your email or check spam, but just let me know if you didn't receive it. Okay? We'll verify it. Okay? Don't worry. It'll work out one way or the other. You sent it out yesterday. Okay, yeah, I see that. I didn't get one. Janine Wise 0214 at Gmail. Okay, we'll check it. Don't worry about it. We still got time. Don't worry. That's what I'm talking about. She said, yeah. That's right, you did. I remember you did that. Because you asked me. All right. Night-night.